on planet Earth. My name is Jacob Cooke-Tait. I'm just a boring guy here in a beanie. I'm a young retail store manager slash marketer. I make these videos to help other retailers out there who maybe market their own store or maybe don't have the same resources as the big corporate companies we all compete with. I'm at the beginning of my journey as a marketer and entrepreneur, and I hope to share this information with you so that you can save some of the time it took me to learn and break down this information. And at the end of the day, I just want to help you make more money and have more fun doing what you do best, which is serving the customers you've been called to serve. And if you like this, like, subscribe, and comment what you'd like to see next. But today I wanted to talk about something that's been on my mind the past few days. I've been following a guy on Instagram for quite some time, a few years. He's a smart guy, knows a lot about making money through property investment. And he's just created a training offer where you can learn what he did and what he does to generate wealth through property investment. And I have no doubt the training will help a lot of people make more money and build wealth for their futures. But his marketing stinks, in other words. And the reason for this is because he's new, right? He probably doesn't have a lot of what I would call warm leads. And the biggest problem I've seen is that he's talking to cold traffic like they're warm or slash hot leads who are ready to buy. So to help further flesh this out for you, I would define cold traffic as anyone who doesn't know you, your offer, or the product you solve. And I heard a great analogy from Russell Brunson the other day, which might help this a little bit. I'll modify it here to give it more context to what we're talking about. So imagine you're in a busy cafeteria, right? All the seats are full, people are busy eating their meals. Now suppose you jumped up on the table and yelled at the top of your lungs, who wants to make more money buying and renovating real estate? It's likely only a few people would raise their hands and rush over to you, and probably people who know about property and know it's a feasible way to make money, right? So let's imagine a second scenario. Let's suppose you jumped up and yelled, who wants to make more money using the asset class that's created 90% of millionaires? So that sentence would ring true for a lot more people and get more people's attention because it hasn't specified exactly the vehicle you're using in order to get the result you're looking for. Does that make sense? So now that you've got their attention and you can tell your story about the opportunity, about the problems that your prospects are having, and why it's a great idea and to invest in property and make more money. Does that make sense? So said concisely, you need to talk to warm traffic and cold traffic differently. So warm traffic are those that know you, your offer, how you help. They've probably been following you for a bit and likely past customers, or they're on your email list, for instance. So I believe the easiest way to connect with cold traffic is by calling out the problem you want on the sales call. Said differently, calling out the problem your product solves. So in any ad I create, I try to focus on just one problem at a time. And that way I can test which problem is resonating with the audience I'm marketing to at the time. So for example, potential problems that can be marketed to on this offer with the real estate, for instance, is, make more money, create passive income, build wealth, create retirement plan, achieve financial freedom, or escape the 9 to 5. So these are all problems that can be solved through property, or there's a dozen other avenues you can use out there that will help you achieve the same result. So to get those people who don't know about property yet, you need to warm them up or educate them about the opportunity. So cold traffic doesn't understand why they need your offer in the first place and why it will benefit them and change their life by purchasing from you. So if they see an ad that's trying to sell them something straight away, they'll just skip past it because they don't understand. You've got to build a gap in their minds of where they are and where they want to be. And you need to close that gap with your offer and see your potential product as the means of how they're going to get the result and the outcome they deserve. So your solution is the solution to their pain, but you need to educate them first about the problem first, because they probably don't know. They're just wandering around out there, not knowing that they need to solve it, if that makes sense. So with cold traffic, I would always direct them to more of your content that helps them get warmed up and understand you more. Educate them first, and then offer them something after that. So I would direct them to your YouTube channel, maybe your website where you have a longer form video or more information about the problem your solution solves. On your website, I would always have more info about the problem, take them through the journey, tell the story of how your solution solves the problem. And in every situation, I would aim to collect their email address so you can continue to warm them up and educate them. So once they're warmed up, and that's when you start offering the next step. So which might be a discovery call or a sales call or more information, or to jump on, the discovery call with you. So asking for a commitment to take a call or buy from you on the first interaction is just like walking into a bar, seeing a girl you find attractive, and asking her to marry you on the first meeting. It doesn't make any sense, right? She's probably going to walk away from you, and you'll probably get laughed out of the club. So you need to build the trust first and that relationship before you ask for a big commitment. And for a cold lead, asking for a sales call on the first interaction is a big commitment. And there's a lot of barriers there to prevent them from taking that next step. So ask for small commitments first, where they have little barriers. Like there's no pain on their part to go and check out your website, watch an interesting video you have, or download an info pack about your product that solves their biggest problem. So get your customers used to dealing with you, so that you have a big enough level of trust, and so that they're comfortable with you to take that next step, which is that sales call, which is that that discovery call with you. So the biggest thing I can just suggest you take away from this video, and the point I think will help you the most in whatever you're creating, your content or your ads, is think about them with this question in mind. So what is the problem I want to address on the sales call? So for you, that means market to the problem you want on the sales call. What is it I want my prospect to come to me on that sales call and say? What is their biggest problem? So for me, if I was trying to, make this offer better, I would be marketing to the 9 to 5 rat race, for instance. So I would, in every one of my ads, I would be saying, who wants to escape the 9 to 5? And then I would tell my story about how property is a great opportunity, why now is the right time to be investing, and then direct them to my website, where maybe I have a longer form training video about real estate. And at the bottom of that, I might have the discovery call thing, or I might have the opportunity for them to download an info pack. And then from that, I would collect their email address. Once I have their email address, I would put them through a follow-up sequence in the emails, and I would then educate them further. And then on the bottom of those emails, I would then offer the discovery call again and again. Eventually, I would probably have enough trust for them to jump on that call with me. I'll take them through my process and hopefully lead them to a sale, or find out they're not the right fit for what we're offering. Does that make sense? So don't push your product yet. Educate prospects about the problem first. Market to that only, the problem that they're trying to solve, not the product. They don't understand your product yet. And talk about how you'll be able to solve their biggest problem with your product. So I hope you found that useful, and you can take that information, run with it in your marketing. If you found this helpful, like, subscribe so you can see the next video that comes through. I'm aiming to post a few times per week. If there's anything you'd like to see next, let me know in the comments. Anyway, go forth, conquer, have fun serving your customers, building your business, and playing the game. Bye.